been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan?
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Jalen Hurts and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
They'll start with the option. Fighting through. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now it's Newton going to keep it himself. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. He may try and run for this. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
First down.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And his throw is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Newton. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
That second down play nets a -4.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. The shotgun snap for Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. That's caught by Woods for a Kansas City touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Gordon on the carry.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On first down, Hurts. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the option, it'll be Hurts. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here's Hurts to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Good. Makes the score, Chiefs 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run again with Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now this throw caught left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. The quick slant caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Oh, he fakes a spike. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An option run here for Cam. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle, and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Newton, short throw to Disley. Newton 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play. They'll
try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's taken down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And got a man. It's Woods. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And that makes it 14-10.
Good.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Marshall now, the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Naheem Hines, the ball carrier. P.J. Hall on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Hurts pass
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got room. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now it's Newton. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 22-yard.
Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
17. Steelers 10.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain.
23 yards on the play.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Rosas to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Newton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Marshall now, the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?